Hello everyone, today we are going to see another contest of the MASH098 with the problem code Badminton. This is an easy level problem, and for this you just need to know basic syntax of C++ and the basic mathematical knowledge. Here in the question it has been given the chef is playing badminton with the rules that the game starts from the right side of the court with the player who starts the game serving. The player who wins the point will serve next. Then the server who has won an even number of points during the game will be serving from the right side in the subsequent point. Now, if chef begins the player who begins the game, we have to find the number of times he serves on the right side of the court if he has a total point number of points as p. In the input form, the input contains of two lines of input. One is a single test case integer t, which denotes the number of test cases, which is the number of times the code will run to show the output. The second input line contains an integer p, which is the number of points obtained by chef. The sample input has been given here, and the sample output has been given here. Now the output contains of a single line which has the number of times chef has served on the right side of the code. And we copy the sample input and we go to the IBD coding platform. Here, as you can see, I have used the C++ 14 coding sequence to code. Here I have used the iOS stream package and the namespace std for the default names. Here, in the first line, we have initialized an integer t, which represents the number of test cases, and then taken the number of input for the same in the user. Then we have looped t till t is equal to 0. In the loop, we have initialized another integer p, which is the number of points won by chef, and then we have taken the input for the same for the user. Then for the output, we have taken the output as p by 2 plus 1. Now many of you are wondering why we have taken the output as p by 2 plus 1. So let me explain. Here in the question, it is written that for even number of points, the person serving will serve from the right side of the code. Now if chef has p points, so when he wins p points, then he will have served from the right side for p by 2 times. The right side for p by 2 times, which is the number of points if the number of points is even. If the number of points is odd, then he would have served p minus 1 by 2 times. But since in C++ the integer function takes the whole number, and thus even if the p is an odd integer, it will only show the output for the even number just less than p. So if we take p by 2 or p minus 1 by 2, it will mean the same thing for the odd integer. So to avoid discrepancy in the output, we have taken it as p by 2. We have also added plus 1 since the starting of the game is from the right side and chef is starting. It doesn't matter even if chef has an even number of the number of points in the starting will be 0. So this will be an extra case which we have to add plus 1 for. We have also added an end-l syntax at the end of the cout function so that the subsequent outputs of the other test cases is shown on the new line. Now let us paste the inputs that we have been given in the question and run the program. As we can see here that in the first case, chef has won 2 points, which means he has, and the output is 2, which means that he has served once in the starting and once after winning the second point. In the second case, chef has won 9 points. Here he has already served once in the starting, and by 9 divided by 2 is equal to 4 with a remainder of 1, which is not taken into the code because the integer function limits. So the final answer comes out to be 4 plus 1, which is equal to 5. The other cases are subsequently the same. Now, let us submit this solution and see if we match the constraints of the question. We need not worry about the constraints at the moment, but just to be sure, we are submitting the question to check the constraints. As you can see, all the subtracts are correct and we have got 100% accuracy in the result, which means the code that we have written here is 100% correct and is accepted as the solution to this question. This is all for this question. Feel free to comment below your doubts if you have any, and don't forget to subscribe, like, and share this channel. We will keep bringing videos of this manner and solutions of the upcoming contests on this YouTube channel. Thank you.